Okay, I've got my Mountain Dew. I just haven't opened it yet. I'm going to open it when I play my intro. So I am so ready. I am incredibly ready to get my dork on because it's been way too long. It really, really has. First off, I want to thank...
Are you not entertained?
While I try my best to keep the show as rated PG-13 as possible, sometimes things slip out, or sometimes things happen, and that's just the way live radio goes. And because this is the internet, the FCC isn't around to tell me what I can and can't do. So because of the occasional slip-up or the guess that might get out of hand, you really need to be 18 or older to listen. If you happen to be under 18, please make sure you get your parents' permission. Go!
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? My name is Dorkys Maximus, Commander of the Dorks of the North, General of the Dork Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Dork Vader, and I will have my vengeance. Dorks of the world, unite!
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recording.
You can either talk in the crystal program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the crystal program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there wasn't that a back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a party book MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Crystal program. Crystal program. You can hear the music on the Crystal program. Crystal program. Wanna hear the music on the Crystal program. You can hear the talk in the Crystal program.
Sunny Clarksville, Tennessee.
You can hear the talk in the Crystal program.
This is the Chris Top Program. Hello, world. I am the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. Now, I'm having a couple of technical difficulties. I don't exactly know what's going on. I'm going to try to fix it while we're talking, just because I don't want to start over again. So I don't know exactly what's going on, because I couldn't hear any of because I think I might have played some things over some stuff, and I can do that because I'm a dork. But I'm looking, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened. And I'm looking at my settings, and everything seems to be okay. I don't know. I can't hear anything. I can't hear a darn thing, and I don't understand why. I really don't. But I was playing my stuff. See, I just hit the button and I can't hear it. And I've got some audio that I want to play for you guys, and I want to make sure I can hear it so I can keep up with it. This is not how I want to start my show, because it's been so long since I've done a broadcast, and I've already just destroyed it. I've just destroyed it. I really have. What? Why is this not working? I need a tech person is what I need, because I'm not smart with this kind of stuff. I need somebody that knows techie stuff. If there's anybody listening in the audience that would have any clue why I can't hear my audio, please let me know, because I want to get on with the show. I really do. And it's not going to be a real long show, because my time is so limited these days. It really, really is. Okay. Let me look in my settings in my computer. Maybe there's something. Well, no, I don't think so, because I could hear it when I tested it before. So that's not it. Maybe it's... Okay, now I hear it. Now it's working. So I think we can go on with the show. How's everybody doing? Who's here now? We've got Toby in the chat. Toby, it's good to see you. And we've got Jalen here. I'm glad you guys showed up. The volume is up, Toby. I'm glad you guys showed up. I really am, because I was concerned. The last show I did, it was like 3 weeks ago. It was on Halloween. Yeah, it's been a while. And also, we've got the lovely, vivacious Kiss in the chat. Kiss, it's good to see you too. And it might just be us today, guys. And that's okay. I can deal with that. Because I stated in my intro, or some of my things, that I really appreciate my 3 listeners. So I'm glad you're here. I really am. Now let's go ahead and get started. You know, I'm not even talking about... Okay, hang on. Whew. I'm not even talking about Lady... Oh boy. I'm not even talking about... Oh. Okay, Lady Gaga. Okay, I got that out of the way. I feel... Anybody got a towel? I feel better. I feel better now. Hey, Chaz, what's going on? You caught me in the midst of throwing up. This isn't even about Lady Gaga, and it's very unsettling, what I'm about to tell you. This is about Kesha. And see, I kind of sort of like Kesha, but this... Hang on, I've got to have a drink of Mountain Dew, because hang on. You know, right before I started my show, I got this big box of the wheat crackers. They look like they're quilted. You know, they're weaved. It's the weaved wheat. Well, I ate a few of those. And you know how when you eat stuff like that, it gets stuck right in your throat. And no matter how much you swallow, it doesn't go away. So I had to take a drink of Mountain Dew because it was bugging the crap out of me. I'm sure you guys wanted to hear that, but that's the main reason I had to take a drink of my vitalizing Mountain Dew. Hello, Brent Bradley. It's good to see you, my friend. And we have J-Bug, a.k.a. Jalen Baxter, in the chat. And oh, Toby, we have something in common because I love the dew as well. I do. But no, Kesha has gotten all freaky. Have you guys heard about this? Why does she use a $sign anyway for the S? Really? Okay, Kesha, she was on the Today Show. And, you know, guys are going to stare at her chest anyway. But she just recently admitted that she made a bra out of her fans' teeth. Why would you want to make a bra out of anybody's teeth? Is that just not creepy? That's Lady Gaga creepy. She said, I asked them to send me their teeth. She said she got over 1,000 human teeth. That's power right there. If I put out some notes and things like on my Facebook and Twitter, and I asked people to send me their teeth, they would just call me creepy. And I wouldn't get any teeth. But when Kesha does it, you know, being the pop star that she is, she gets like over 1,000. People sent her 1,000 teeth. Did they have them pulled? Were they baby teeth they saved? Were they somebody else's teeth? I mean, I would have to ask these questions if I was Kesha. But she says she turned them into earrings, undergarments, and a headdress. That's just creepy, man. I don't care who you are. It's just creepy. I wouldn't want anybody's teeth on me. Jalen says that's really effing creepy. Kiss says that's really effing creepy. I'm glad you guys agree with me. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that's just weird. I do weird things, don't get me wrong. I do totally weird things. But I don't ever ask for people's teeth. And then I don't make head garments out of them. Or bras. Not that I would wear a bra anyway. But I especially wouldn't wear a bra made of teeth. No, we're talking about Kesha. We're not even talking about, I'd like to welcome my sister from another mister, Miss Kimberly Top, to the chat. Kim, I am so disappointed in something. I was going to bring it up later, but I guess I'll talk about it now. And it's nothing you did. It's nothing that you did. I'm a big fan of the Beatles. I really am a big fan of the Beatles. Love the Beatles. Love their music. I love Paul McCartney. I really do. But he may be on my crazy Brit list now. Thanksgiving. It's about spending time with people that you love. Or even people that you don't love. You just get through it. And eating turkey and things like that. Well, Paul McCartney's a vegetarian, and I don't have an issue with someone being a vegetarian and choosing not to eat meat. But when you get in my face and you're like, don't eat meat, that's sick. You're killing something that was recently alive. Yeah, well, Paul, my food poops on your food. But anyway, he's joined PETA. Or maybe he was already a part of PETA. I don't know. PETA drives me insane. It's the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. I mean, I don't think people should beat their pets. I don't think that. But if you want to sit down and have a hamburger, then sit down and have a hamburger. Anyway, he's teamed up with PETA. I cringe when I even say PETA. He's in a campaign urging Americans to enjoy a turkey-free Thanksgiving. Paul, I love your music. I love the Beatles. You are probably were part of the greatest rock band in history. Probably the number one rock band in history. But Paul, you're not even American, so please do not tell me what to eat. You, Paul, lost the right to tell me what to do over 200 years ago. If I want to eat turkey on Thanksgiving, then I'm going to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm with you, Chaz. PETA sucks. PETA, why don't you suck on these? Let me eat what I want to eat. By gosh. If I want to have turkey on Thanksgiving, then I'll eat turkey. If somebody's a vegetarian and they want to eat green beans and that's it, then that's fine. But don't ever tell me not to eat turkey. Don't even think about it. R&B star Rihanna, she scored her 12th chart-topping single on the Billboard Top 100 as her 7th studio album, Unapologetic, raced toward a big debut after its release this week. Now, Rihanna, I don't know. Rihanna's Diamonds, the lead single from Unapologetic, notched the top spot on the Hot 100, tying the singer with Madonna and the Supremes for the fourth most chart-topping singles in Billboard history. So she has the number one song this week. So I'm going to play the number one song. And you're right, Chaz, it would not be Thanksgiving without turkey. I mean, think about it. I love pork chops and T-bone steaks and turkey, and that's coming from Toby. And Kim is a Brit, and she loves turkey as well. And I never thought I would say this, but I mean, Paul, you can, because it's just, don't tell me what I can and can't eat. Secondly, you're not even in America. All right, so just shut it. Let us eat what we want to eat. Now, what was I talking about? I was talking about the top 40 countdown. Now, what I do when I play the Top 40 Countdown is I only play cover songs. If you'd like to know who sings the cover, all you have to do is go back after the show and click on my program, and it's got like a little list that shows all the songs. You can listen to the song again. You don't have to sit and listen to me talk to get to it. You can actually just click right on it and listen to the song. But anyway, Rihanna, Diamonds, number 1 this week.
Radio is full of top 40 countdowns, but who needs all of that when you can go straight to the top? Here's the hottest covers of this week's number 1 song.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. We're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. So shine bright tonight, you and I. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
It's more hip than you might think to be a dork, kiddies. Let's take a gander at little emo Timmy. Just take a look at those arms. I don't think little emo Timmy should be allowed to play with any sharp objects for the rest of his life. How about you? Billy the Jock is riddled with herpes because of all those naughty cheerleaders. How do those pom-poms look now, kids? I think Bobby the Geek is going to live in his mom's basement for the rest of his life. I'll bet you he'll have a nice collection of tourists in his fridge by the time he's 30. Be a dork, be proud, be hip.
Calling all dorks. Calling all dorks. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be cool? How it feels like to actually talk to chicks and not be ignored? then you need to tune in every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and listen to The Rob Aguilar Show, where we're going to talk about sex. That's right. Sex. I know you guys think about that, what it feels like to actually have sex with someone. We're going to talk about sports, women, entertainment, all the things you've been wondering about. So tune in every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and listen to The Rob Aguilar Show.
The free COO is on the air. Rock and roll! It's always a good idea to have a free COO in your pocket. And I'm not talking about the latest iPhone app. I'm talking about the free COO on Spreaker.com. Join Don, Francesco, and RC as they spreak the truth on what it takes to build and run your startup company. The free COO.
So you know about him?
Of course. Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
I'm Spreaker's reckoning. Mr. Todd.
Why didn't you just kill me?
Your punishment must be more severe. When Spreaker is ashes, you have my permission to die. Let the games begin.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
You know, if you're listening to my show, I certainly appreciate it. But if you are not in the chat, then you're really missing half the show. They're talking about Ripley's Believe It or Not. I'm not going to go into great detail exactly what they're saying. So come on over to Spreaker. Sign up. It's fun. It's easy. It's free. And you can join the chat while I broadcast, and you can make little faces at me and say WABA and things like that in the chat. It's a lot of fun. And if you don't know what WABA means, well, then you can ask somebody in the chat. Just come on in, and I'm sure that that we'll let you in on the big secret. Now, it's Thanksgiving. Duh, right? Well, I'm thinking, you know, next month is going to be the end of the world. Is it the 21st? Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later, too. But I think this could be a sign of the apocalypse. How many of you right now think I'm going to talk about zombies? Raise your hand. Well, I'm not. I'm talking about turkeys because it sort of ties in with the day. It seems like wild turkeys are actually sticking up for their farm-raised friends that were roasted in your oven. Well, I guess if you're in certain parts, then you're still roasting the turkeys in your oven. But they're attacking people. I've got some audio to go with this. To me, this sounds just ridiculous. I mean, if I was a turkey, oh my gosh, I almost said that. If I was attacked by a turkey, I might joke with my friends and say, this turkey just came out of nowhere and jumped on my neck. You know, I might do that, but I would not do a full-blown news interview about it. She was not attacked, not once, not twice, but 3 times. She's been attacked by these vigilante turkeys. They're going to shank her next. They're going to catch her in a dark alley. They're going to pull out a shank. They're going to stick it right in her throat, and they're going to watch her die. These crazy turkeys. Take up for yourself, lady. Don't let these turkeys bully you. So you got to fight back. If you don't fight back, the turkeys, they'll continue to bully you.
New tonight, fighting back against turkeys. Yes, it is a problem that is just getting worse in one Brookline neighborhood.
WBZ's Bobby Siss talked to one woman who's been attacked by the birds twice.
I mean, they were attacking the vehicle.
When Karen Halverson pulled in her driveway, the turkeys charged. Eventually,
the killer turkeys from hell. They attacked my car. They jumped on it. They ripped off the roof. They bit off the head of my mother. Now, I've got a headless mother, all thanks to the killer giant turkeys with laser eyes.
Actually, a neighbor scared them off.
But then the turkeys came and started attacking my front door.
That was her first run-in. Then on a walk a few weeks ago, this happened.
I looked.
They've attacked her car. They've attacked her front door. What could possibly be next?
Back, and the three of them charged me.
3 cars passed by. A fourth stopped and let her inside, but not before an injury.
Right before she picked me up, the turkey flew in my face. I crouched down, and he scratched me on my neck.
Halverson refuses to let the turkeys win in this one. She loves going for her morning walks.
She refuses to let the turkeys win on this one. She's going to fight back. She's going to stand up for her rights against the vigilante turkeys.
And even after the attack, she's continuing them. But she tells me she's changing what she brings with her.
I went down to the hiking store, and I got a hiking stick with a big ball on the top of it.
At her house, her husband cut piles of sticks like these.
At least we can throw a stick at them.
Night of the living poultry.
And maybe then run into the house.
A quick search of YouTube turned up several videos posted by neighbors. Complaints here to police have doubled in the past 2 months. In fact, Animal Control Officer Pierre Verrier spends nearly every morning watching out for turkeys near Brookline High.
Sometimes I even took
Okay, this guy's job is to watch out for these killer turkeys. That's what he has to do. He's got to watch for killer turkeys before they attack these kids.
a tennis racket. Tried to shoot him out of the way.
There are 2...
His weapon of choice is a tennis racket. Is it like a level 5 tennis racket? I mean, is it good enough to defeat the mighty turkeys? That's what I want to know.
Turkey hunting season's a year, but in metropolitan areas with firearm restrictions, that doesn't help. Frustrated by an escalating problem, Karen Halverson is working...
That's why you should never outlaw guns. You understand what I'm saying? We need our guns. Because turkeys could eventually take over. You've seen Planet of the Apes. No, it's not going to go down like that. It's going to go down like Planet of the Turkeys.
With town leaders to organize a meeting about this. Neighbors need some guidance, and soon.
They need some guidance, and they need it soon. This made the news. I'm guessing, it was just, it's Thanksgiving. We've got to find a Thanksgiving story. Let's be a little different. Let's go find the crazy turkey lady.
When I was just a wee little lad, full of health and joy, my father homeward came one day and gave to me a toy.
All right, we're going to talk about some toys, and I guess with Christmas coming up, we need some ideas, right? And these are very dork-oriented toys, I think. Okay, now I thought this was amazing, and it's really nice. It looks nice, and it's very sleek. But it's a foosball coffee table. How many of you in your lifetime, raise your hand, and have been addicted to foosball? I have. I mean, see, it's not one of those addictions like a video game, though. You don't sit and play it for 72 hours, then pass out and pee on yourself. This is something that, you can be addicted to for like 3 or 4 days, leave it alone, and come back to it. Turning it into a coffee table is brilliant. You play it when you want to, and then when you're not using it, you set your Mountain Dew and your peanuts on it. Beautiful. But it's a foosball coffee table. It's from Chicago Gaming. It's made from hand-carved wood. It features a hand-painted foosball players, the stainless steel ball return, and the solid wood scoring beads and handles. And it's really nice. It would look nice. See, guys, there is hope. You don't have to necessarily have a man cave to have a foosball table. This would look nice in anyone's living room. It would. I'm trying to help you out. And it costs $509 for the foosball table. But it's really cool. What is this? What is this? That's not what I wanted to talk about. Now, this is really neat. Sega has come out with an indoor fireworks projector. I'm looking. It's like a 3D hologram kind of thing, and it's got. There's a picture of a family, and they're sitting in their living room, and they're watching fireworks in their living room. It is so cool. It is so good. It's an indoor fireworks projector from Sega. It uses the same technology as the rest of their home planetariums. But it comes with animation and sound effects as well. Now, there's a built-in speaker for sounding out the periodic blast. But if you really want to go all out, it can be hooked up to your home theater system. Looks really neat. It's like $180. I'm wondering, though, if it's worth $180. I mean, it would be cool if you had a friend that had one. You go over to his house, it's like, oh, cool, man, fireworks in your house. Then after 5 minutes, it's like, let's watch TV. So it's one of those things that you drop $180 on, it's cool for a while, it's over. I mean, 4th of July rolls around, you're still going to want to go out to the park and watch the actual, the real display. And this could be good, like at a dance party, I guess. You can get fireworks going off over people. That would be kind of cool. But I mean, just for your home, I don't know. But I thought it was cool enough to deserve a mention anyway. So I think the foosball table wins out over that. Now, we're talking about creepy stories today because I talked about Kesha and her tooth obsession. This is creepy too. I think, and I talked about this a few weeks ago, about the guy who met the chick like 7 years ago, and he was going to go try and find her. Well, he did. He tried. It's like he met her at a restaurant, and then he fell in love with her like in 2 seconds, and then he left, and then he went back after her. Well, this is the story. And it's not a very good romantic story. I mean, if it was a Hollywood movie, it would have ended differently, but anyway, his name's Ramazan. And I'm not going to try to pronounce the rest of his name because I'm not sure. He's 38. He met an English waitress in a Cyprus restaurant back in 2005. Her name's Courtney Murray. I guess she's famous. I'd like to see her. I'd like to know why he fell in love with her just automatically. I'm gonna Google and see if I can find a picture of Courtney. And it's like you never know what's going to show up when you Google stuff. Sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it just hacks me off because I want to find a picture of her. And I should have done this before the show started, but hey, I'm living on the fly. Okay, Courtney Murphy. Let's hit images. Okay, and it's got pictures of him. Okay, that's her. She's pretty hot. And the dude, I mean, he kind of looks George Clooney-ish, I guess. All right, here, look. I'll post a picture of the dude, of Ramazan, and then I'll post a picture of Courtney on my Facebook page if you want to go check them out. Let's see if that works. I don't know if that worked. Okay, it's there. You just have to click on it. Yeah, and it'll take you to it. It's not the actual picture, but it's the link. It's the Google image result, and it's got Turkish sailor and all that under it. Just click on that, and you'll see a picture of both of them. I mean, he's kind of George Clooney. I wouldn't think he'd have a problem finding a girl. I really wouldn't think he would. But evidently, he I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he just wanted to be famous. But there's a difference between being famous and being famously creepy. But anyway, she served the man once, and she didn't want to go on a date with him. She turned him down. Evidently, he fell hard. Now, once he found Murray on Facebook last year, took him 6 years to find her on Facebook? Really? He set sail from Turkey on his 16-foot yacht to see his lost love in England. He battled heavy seas and hardships. He blogged about his journey. He stayed the course. And Murray's concerned relatives left comments on his blog that she was married and not interested. See, it would have been cooler if she had been single. You'd have been like, aw, poor Ramazan. Poor guy. Why don't you go out with him? He sailed across the ocean for you. I mean, he fought all these hardships. There was a big dragon. He made it through all that. You could at least go on a date with him. But dude, Ramazan, she's married. Can't you find a single girl to sell across the ocean for? Why do you have to pick a married one? I don't get it. So see, now he's creepy and he kind of hacks me off. But anyway, her concern relative. And what was the husband thinking? I mean, how inadequate does he feel? What if he's like, I'm trying to think of a job that's not real glamorous. Somebody help me out. List a non-glamorous job. What if he's like a mailman? And I'm sorry, I love mailmen. I do. I mean, I hate getting mail. On second thought, I don't like mailmen. Because most of what I get is junk. Okay, so I'm going to pick mailman. So what if her husband is a mailman, and he don't even drive like a mail truck. He just walks. And he's got his little purse. And he delivers mail like that. What if that's what he does? And then you've got George Clooney sailing across the ocean for your wife. I mean, how insecure would that make you feel? Being the husband. And I'm not seeing any comments from the husband in here. So I don't know. And I mean, maybe he's some guy that doesn't care. I mean, maybe he's some famous doctor or something. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't care. But anyway, he sailed across the ocean. Didn't care if she was married. When he arrived, the authorities actually detained the guy. He didn't have a valid passport or visa or anything like that. I mean, what was he really wanting from this? He knew she was married. Did she think he was... Okay. She met you for 5 minutes 7 years ago. It's kind of creepy that you found her in the first place after that, after she said no to a date. And then you just leave your life behind and you sail across the ocean. Makes it really creepy. You just think she's going to drop everything she's doing and be like, oh, Ramazan, I love you. I'm going to leave my husband right now. We're going to sail back to Turkey and live happily ever after. Things don't happen like that. You've been watching too many movies. Use your George Clooney looks for some other hotties that you don't have to work that hard for, that aren't married. And you're a good-looking guy. All you got to do is smile. Say, hey. My name's Ramazan, baby. Come on back to my place. Check out my 16-foot yacht. Huh? You like that? Yeah. See, that's all you got to do. You don't have to do all this crazy, creepy, weird stuff. But anyway, he got sent back to Turkey. I guess this story fits today, too, because it's Thanksgiving and he's from Turkey. Thank you. Kim actually said that was a good girl voice. I've been working on it. I've been working on it because when I wear the dress and the wig and the makeup, if I talk like I normally talk, then people know automatically that I'm not really a female. So therefore, I have to work on my my female voice. But anyway, this is the Chris Top program. I am the one and only Chris Top. And I love you guys. You're absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. I promise you that. Wait, before I go to my next musical interlude, I do want to say this. Everybody that's in the chat, if you have a show here on Spreaker, please type the word show into the chat. And everybody else, just go ahead and click on them. Make sure you follow them. Listen to their show at least one time. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it again. But if you do, then, well, you found something else that you enjoy listening to besides the Chris Top program. And with the way I've been broadcasting, which isn't very much, then you probably need some alternatives because I'm not around as much as I used to be. So anyway, it's time once again to spread the Spreaker love.
We're just here to spread that love all around.
My name is Dorkimus Prime, leader of the Dorkobots. I was sent to this tiny planet in hopes of uniting all dorks against the evil Deceptadouche. Dorkobots, roll out.
PRT Paranormal Talk, your source for everything paranormal. PRT Paranormal Talk is now on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights here on Spreaker.com and on Euron.net. Check out www.prtparanormaltalk.weebly.com for upcoming shows and much more. Once again, that is www.prtparanormaltalk.weebly.com.
Hey everyone, it's me, J-Man, from The J-Man Show. Rather than go on about how great I am as a radio host, which could be really fun because I have a wonderful personality, I came here to tell you about the show. What show? My show, The J-Man Show. It airs every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, every day except Wednesday.
Here at the Chris Top program, we're always taking steps to make the show multicultural, because we have to remember this is the internet.
I'm working on being awesome.
AKA Waba.
Dorks of the world, unite.
That was sweet. Now try something in Irish.
Díag with the carja, this mission Rory McQueer os Loch Orman in Erin. Agus anish táto a géist ar on Chris Top Show or www.spreaker.com.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that. Go ahead and try the other thing we talked about.
Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious.
That was really beautiful. It really was. You know, we're back, and I'm going to talk about deer testicles in a minute. But you know what the busiest day for plumbers are? And I'll give you guys just a second. I'll tell you what, let me pull this up. I want you to be thinking about the busiest day for plumbers. What you think that would be. I'm sitting here thinking, what? I didn't know they had a day that was busiest. And I guess after I found this, it kind of made sense to me that this could be a busy day for the plumbers. Now, while you're thinking on that, I'd like for all the dorks of the world to go ahead and stand up, place your hand over your heart, raise your other hand into the air. Unless you're driving, then it's not going to be safe. So, because you got to keep both hands on the wheel. So, in that case, just close your eyes and imagine that you're doing it. And I want you to say this: I'm a dork, I'm proud, and I'm hip. This is the Dork National Anthem by my good buddy Belgium Tim, the Waba song.
Working on being awesome every day. I'm working on being awesome every day. W-O-B-A-W-O-B and yeah, I'm working on being awesome every day. I'm not really awesome to this day, but I'm working on being awesome every day. I'm not awesome today, but I'll be one day.
Phil says he's surprised he's here. And how are you, Phil? It's good to see you. And happy Thanksgiving to you as well. He says he's surprised he's here because he's been slipping in and out of turkey comas all day, and I'm sure that's running rampant across the globe today. No, Kim, it's not Super Mario Day, but that's a very, very good guess. And the question is, what is the busiest single day of the year for plumbers?
Yeah, a big N in the building.
representing the Dorks. Dorks the world unite, y'all. Yeah. Hey there, everybody, I got something to say. This guy right over there is Wubba every single day, okay? What is Wubba?
It gets so creepy, cold thing.
No, dude, it's just a little dork singing. Well, W is working, O is on it, B is being, and A is for awesome, and that's the dork saying. I'm already awesome, but that's okay, cause Mr. Chris Top is too, but he just doesn't know it. And so are all of you from here on to the far. And just so you know, life is good and I'm gone.
You know, Brent brings up a very good fact. Talking Walking Dead, he says he's proud of T-Dog because there's no other black man in history that could ever make it to season 3, especially in a zombie show. And that's a really good point. Everybody loves T-Dog. T-Dog don't get enough airtime. He really don't. And he's lived to season 3. I mean, that's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. Now, see, Phil, why do you have to see people have turkey on their stomach and they've got the stuffing and they got all, and then you bring up Lady Gaga. See, now I've got to eat again. And it's all your fault, Phil. And I promise I'm going to talk about deer testicles. See, I mentioned that a minute ago. Nobody said anything. I just kind of nonchalantly said it and I moved on. But the busiest day for our nation's plumbers is Black Friday. Because, you know, what they do is they stand outside of shopping centers and they sell plungers. No, that's not why. But while everybody else is battling to get their hands on cheap electronics and toys and whatever else, you need to stop and just take a moment to think about our plumbers. Now, Black Friday is reportedly the busiest day of the year in the plumbing business, thanks to all those Thanksgiving-related waste products being thrown down garbage disposals, and, of course, toilets. According to Roto-Rooter, and that's where I get all of my important information from, is Roto-Rooter, the largest plumbing services company in North America, the number of calls to plumbers on Black Friday is 50% above average. See, I never thought about it. I never pictured plumbers sitting around going, oh my gosh, man. I mean, it happens if you're in retail or if you're in a restaurant. It happens. It's like, oh my gosh, Black Friday's coming up. I don't even want to go to work. But I never thought plumbers talking about Black Friday. I never thought about that. But anyway, Houston plumber Tom Pierce reported that slippery things can form a paste and swell up in a pipe. Ew. Oh. But he was just referring to discarded potato and onion peelings. And probably whatever other unpleasant things that you were thinking of. Now, back to the deer testicles. I don't know why anybody would think this is a good idea. I really don't. Carlos Delgado, you're creepy as well. He's the minister of a tourism spot in Spain. He's being called an embarrassment thanks to a photo of him posing with deer testicles on his head. Sure, that's what everybody does for fun in Spain. We walk around with deer testicles on our head. And if you see the picture of the guy, he's just like smiling really big. It's like he looks like somebody's father. He looks like he's smiling because little Johnny brought home all A's on his report card. But then he's got these big, giant deer testicles on top of his head. And there's blood dripping all over his face. The picture just doesn't seem to make sense. But anyway, the photo was taken last year, but it's only recently been circulated. I don't even know. I don't understand. Oh, we need to talk about Susan Boyle. This is funny. This is funny. It really is. Now, Susan, she's a big star, and she has a PR team. I don't know if they're just clueless or if they're just geniuses. It's one extreme or the other, and I'm going to tell you. I want you to do a favor for me. I want you to write this down, and I want you to write it all as one word. Write down Susan album party. Make it all one word. That was a hashtag that was left from her Twitter account. I don't know if it's going to help the sales of her album. Her album is called Standing Ovation. See, if you don't write it down, you may not get it. But just write it down and look at it. Because if I was following Susan Boyle and I saw this, it would make me laugh. I would have choked on whatever I was eating. If you can't write it down, what it looks like is Susan Anal Bum Party is what it looks like when you spell it out. So see, that's what I mean. Either they've got to be just absolute idiots, or they've got to be geniuses. Because you know that hashtag was circulated. I mean, that's just funny. But then when you think about it being Susan Boyle having an anal bum party, I don't know. That's a little disturbing in itself. But, yeah. A PR team, it's a public relations team. They're people that that famous people hire so they'll make them look good. They're not supposed to have anal bum party mishaps and such. I got a couple of feel-good stories for you. Okay, I'll give you one. And they're both about people giving money back. This just warms my heart. It really does. There was a taxi driver in Singapore. He found nearly $900,000 in his cab. The guy's 70 years old. He's 70 years old. He gave the money to the Lost and Found office at the taxi cab company, and it was actually reunited with a Thai couple who had reported the money actually missing. And the grateful couple, they gave the taxi driver an undisclosed cash reward. But it sounds to me like it was probably an easy choice for him, because this is what he said. He said, "The money is unimportant to me. It doesn't belong to me, so how can I use it?" Wouldn't it be cool if everybody thought that way? I mean, okay, if I find money, because more than likely, it's not going to be returned unless you can figure out whose money. Because if you find a $20 bill and you raise, hey, did somebody lose this? Then you're going to have like 20 people raise their hands. So, I mean, if I was a cab driver and I found a 20, I'd be like, "Oh man, somebody lost this." Then I'd go buy lunch with it. Because I mean, more than likely, if you don't have any leads, you can't. If I saw somebody drop it, I would say, "Hey, you just dropped a 20," or I'd give it to them. But there's a cutoff here somewhere. I mean, if you're a cab driver, and you find $50, you find a couple of $100. That's one thing. But then when it gets up to like the $900,000 mark, you start to think, okay. If I'm driving my cab tomorrow and it's got ground effects on it, it's got this booming system, and I'm throwing $100 bills out my window, the mob is going to chase me down because they're the ones who lost the money. See, when it reaches a certain level, you've got to think, okay, there's something wrong with this money. I should probably turn it in. I should probably try really hard to find out whose money it is. I mean, if it's a few bucks, then it's one thing, like I said. But if it's $900,000, if it's $5,000, then you might want to try to figure out who it goes to. I'm just saying, you want to be safe. Okay. Now, I had another Oh, here it is. Now, I thought this was amazing. Now, I think most people would probably say they would have returned it, but then I don't think most people would. Cheryl Gavazzi is probably the most honest person in Massachusetts. Now, last week, she spotted a Vera Bradley handbag on the rack at Marshall's. Now, inside the handbag, she found diapers, she found wipes, and she found $11,340. She said, I liked it. Oh, hang on, let me use my woman voice. She said, I liked it. I was thinking about buying it. She says, I wanted to see the size of it. And that's what she said. And there was a roll of money in there. And most people would have been like, okay, maybe I want to go to Hawaii. Maybe I want to buy a few Vera Bradley purses. But no. What she did was she delivered the cash to police, whom actually matched it with a missing bag report. Now get this, because most people would have kept this money and blown it, and then karma would have came back and bit them right in the ass. Because this money in this purse had actually been raised to help build a church in Guatemala. Yeah. And the owner of the purse was actually considering selling his car to replace the funds. It was the right thing to do, is what Gavazzi said. See, that's one of those heartwarming stories. She could have kept the money, she could have done whatever, but she turned it back in, and now they're going to be able to build that church. And I definitely thought that was worth sharing. Ladies, I have to ask you this question. Seriously. I know, I'm a guy, I pay attention. I know that chicks will stuff their feet into these teeny little shoes just because the teeny shoes are cute. Because if you're a chick and you have flippers, then you automatically lose 10 sexy points. I get that. But I think it's a little bit extreme when you want to put your foot into a smaller shoe and you have toes removed in order to do this. I'm not making this up. I'm not. I mean, why bother fighting a pair of shoes that fit your feet when you can just surgically alter your feet to fit your shoes? That is crazy. There's a growing number of women who are reportedly having surgery to make their high heels more comfortable. Just buy bigger shoes. It's okay. I'm not going to judge you on your feet. I'm not. I mean, if you've got 11 toes, then maybe you could have one removed. Maybe I would judge that. Because I'd be like, okay, this girl's hot. She looks like Megan Fox. Okay, well, all right, maybe she looked like Megan Fox, then okay, I'm just going to use Megan Fox anyway. She looks like Megan Fox. I get her undressed, and I've got this foot fetish. I'm kissing her mouth, I'm kissing her neck, I'm going down over her, and then I go down over her stomach, I'm kissing her on the thighs, I get down to her feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, look, I know you're Megan Fox. And you're beautiful. You're perfect everywhere. And I knew you had to have one flaw. But why do you have to have an extra toe? I'm leaving. Anyway. This is what one of the... okay. They're to make their shoes more comfortable, they're receiving special foot injections. They're shortening their toes. How do you shorten a toe? Do you file it down? Do you not have toenails? And in extreme cases, they're cutting off their pinky toes altogether. And this is a quote. Unless you've been there and you can't find shoes and you're in pain, don't judge. Don't judge me. I had to cut off my whole left foot so I could get into this shoe. Don't judge me. Because now I'm sexy. Unless I take my shoe off. And then I only have half a foot. See, do you want to look sexy barefooted or do you want to look sexy with the shoes on? You're going to have to choose. I guess you could have a toe or two removed so you can get into the smaller shoes. And then, once you take your shoes off, you can have these little plastic screw-on toes that I guess you could put on afterwards. I don't know. She goes on to say, I've never felt this good about something I've done. If it's vain, it's vain. I think it's pretty vain. Kiss says there's always socks. I guess. I guess if you're missing all your toes, you could cover it up with socks. That's one way to do it. I'd like to welcome John Gonzalez to the chat. John, it's good to see you. John, happy Thanksgiving. So I'm glad you guys are here. I was wondering, because it's been several weeks since I've been around. So it's good to see you guys. And we've got DJ Busta Dubs in the chat. He's singing Chuck Berry. And if you'd like to know what Chuck Berry song that DJ Busta Dubs is singing, all you have to do is come on over to Spreaker.com. Sign up, it's fun, it's easy, it's free, and you can join me in the chat while I broadcast live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee. All right, what else are we going to talk about? I don't know. I just kind of threw this show together because I thought to myself, by gosh, I'm going to do a show tonight. I'm tired. I have zero free time, but I'm going to do a show, A, because I love you guys, and B, because I love doing shows. I love everything. I do. I found 3 toes the other day in my closet. And see, I had this girl over. She had these teeny feet, beautiful shoes, absolutely gorgeous shoes. And then I found 3 toes in my closet. I knew it. I knew all along. Anyway, Anthony Hopkins. I love him even more now. Listen to this. I mean, some people mellow out when they get older. Now, there's a 74-year-old acting legend, Anthony Hopkins, in a recent interview, and he's going to be in an Alfred Hitchcock biopic, and I think they were very clever with the title. It's called Hitchcock. Wow. Anyway, he unloaded on his method acting peers. And you know what method acting is. It's where people stay in character the whole time. I mean, even when they're not on the set, they stay in character. And I'm sure that would drive other people insane. I'm sure it would. But when asked if he stayed in character as Hitchcock in between scenes, he said, I think that's a lot of crap. Calling actors who do it a pain in the ass. Hear that, Daniel Abraham Lincoln Day-Lewis? Could you imagine spending the day with Daniel Day-Lewis? Not as Daniel Day-Lewis, but as Abraham Lincoln. Could you imagine? You're just wanting to have a cup of coffee with Daniel, and he's spouting off about 77 years. I mean, why would you do that? And Anthony Hopkins also wants nothing to do with the phrase Oscar buzz. People kissing the backside of famous producers makes me want to throw up, is what he said. I love Anthony Hopkins. See, I loved him before. I loved him before. But now I think he's really cool. I love it when actors speak out against what we think the norm is. Now, I'm going to take one more quick break. We'll come back. We'll wrap the show up. And I say wrap the show up, but I mean, I might go another 20 minutes. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. But you're absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that comes, it's here right now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. You cast a spell on me, spell on me. You hit me like the sky fell on me, and I decided you look well on me, So let's go somewhere no one else can see you and me. Turn the lights out now, now I'll take you by the hand you another drink. Drink it if you can you spend a little time? Time is slipping away, throw it from us to stay with me, I can make you glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came, I'm glad you came. The sky fell on me, and I decided you look well on me, So let's go somewhere no one else can see you and me. Turn the lights out now, now I'll take you by the hand you another drink. Drink it if you can you spend a little time? Time is slipping away, throw it from us to stay with me, I can make you glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came, I'm glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that comes, it's here right now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came, I'm glad you came.
Okay, Kim just throws this out there. She says, Chris, do an Abraham Lincoln impression. It's not like they had TV when Abraham Lincoln was around. It's not like I can turn over to the History Channel and watch a speech. I can't watch a speech that Abraham Lincoln did on TV. I don't know what he sounded like. I have no clue.
I am the Dorkinator. I was sent from the future to make the world a safer place for all of the dorks. My primary objective is to dorkinate anyone who gets into my way. If you are not a dork, I will pummel your head between my mighty dorky thighs until you're dorkinated. I will smash you in the dorkhood like the little puny sissy baby you are. The future will be better for all dorks of the world. Now I have to get to the jobber.
Come listen to The Views Expressed on the Liberty and Freedom Network. The Views Expressed, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. Only on the Liberty and Freedom Network. For more information, contact them at libertyandfreedomnetwork@usa.com.
It's time for a takeover. The radio revolution is here. With your host, Aaron, bringing you today's hits. This is Radio Takeover.
So Nate's in the chat. He says, this could be the last chance I'll have to have sex and listen to the Chris Top program. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know if he thinks I'm not ever going to do a show again, or if he thinks that he's not going to have sex again. I don't exactly know where he's going with that. And I thought for a second, and everybody says they love me, and then they always put in parentheses, no homo. I always forget to say the no homo part. And where was I even going with it? But see, I thought it was kind of disturbing at first, but then I thought, well, wait a minute. Because I've listened to Nate's show before in the bathtub on my phone, so maybe it wasn't that bad.
Dude, it's like I woke up out of this sleep, man, and I heard these voices. They were talking to me out of nowhere, man. Here, you can eat that vanilla wafer, dude. Those aren't voices in your head. You're tuned into the Pothead Show with Nathan. No way, man. There's shows for potheads? Well, you don't have to be a pothead to listen, but it's funny. Freelance smokers smoking pot and talking about random shit. Awesome. Fire up your bong, sit back and relax with the Pothead Show. Here at the Chris Top program, we're always taking steps to make the show multicultural because we have to remember this is the internet.
Okay, wait a minute. I played that one already. I don't like to play the same ones over again.
The countdown has begun.
10, 9.
Oh yeah, I had every intention of staying away from Spreaker.
8, 7.
But I've experienced this sheer outpour of love.
6, 5.
And I could never turn my back on the 3 people that listen to my show.
4, 3.
Yeah, I'm coming back, and I'll tell you why.
2, 1, 0.
Because I'm Chris Top, bitch.
The Chris Top program, the alternative to the garbage on Spreaker.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Okay, I misunderstood what Nate, he said he loved me, and then he said, what was it he said, absolute homo or something? He didn't say no homo. So anyway, so that's the kind of love that Nate and I have. I don't know if it's healthy or not. I don't have a clue. Okay. Those Frenchy French are up to it again. They are. You know, I appreciate French fries, the maids, the kissing, the toast. All that's great. It really is. But let people have their fun. Why do you have to be a Mr. Frenchy French man? If you're a doomsdayer, you're going to have to come up with a plan B. You know, when the Earth actually ends on December the 21st. The whole Mayan calendar thing. Anyway, local officials in France have barred access. How many people are having an end of the world party on December the 1st? That's all it is. That's all that is. The Mayans knew that we're going to need an excuse to have a party 2012 December 21st. So how many of you, raise your hand, are going to an end of the world party? But anyway, back to the Frenchy French. Local officials in France, they've barred access to the whatever French name that is. It's a sacred mountain that some apparently believe will open up to reveal aliens who handily save anybody nearby when the world ends. So if you're close to the mountain, then they'll beam you up, I guess. So predicting a rush of New Age crackpots and apocalypse tourists. See, if I was in France, I'd go there. I would. I'd want the guy from Walking Dead that shoots arrows. I'd want him with me. And the black guy, too. I want him, too. Because if you're close to the black guy, you're probably not going to die. Anyway. They're concerned about public safety. We are concerned about public safety. That was the best French accent I could do. So anyway, they're cutting off access to the small village at the foot of the mountain. And it's going to be blocked on the big day if necessary. So how are we going to save ourselves? You know, everybody in the whole world was going to go to France. I mean, your tourism was going to boom. And then you just cut out, you block the mountain. But see, the thing is, the French aren't really good at stuff like that. So I'm sure that we could probably go over there with a pair of pliers or something and probably get through the blockade. So if you're really concerned about the world ending, then go just take a spoon with you and you'll be able to get through the blockade, I'm sure, and everything will be fine. But if the world really does start to end, more than likely, I would think that they would open it up. I would hope. Oh, isn't that sad? It's like the well-being of the whole entire world could rely on France. If they saved us all, I'd give them the Statue of Liberty back. They did give us that, and that's pretty cool. How creepy is this? Now, this is falling in line with the other creepy stories of the day. And I'm glad this happened in Russia, not in Tennessee. Because it seems like things like this happen in Tennessee, and it gives us a bad rap. Now, a woman in Russia, she apparently had trouble adjusting to the life as a widow. So she reportedly kept her husband's dead body. Not for a day. Not for 2 days. Not for 3 days. You want to know how long she kept it? She kept it for 3 years. 3 freaking years she kept the dead body of her husband. She kept it in a bed in her apartment. And this is even more disturbing. She told her 5 kids to talk to their dad, and they even fed him. I have nothing against homeschool children. I don't. I think they actually turn out to be very bright, well-rounded, adjusted individuals. See, so I don't know why they had to mention that they were homeschooled in this, but they did. The homeschooled children, now had they went to public school, would it have said the kids that go to a public school? No, they wouldn't have said that. So why do they have to creepy eyes? I just made a word up. Why do they have to creepy eyes homeschool kids? But anyway, they did. The homeschool children humored their mom, but when the family moved to another town, they supposedly had to dispose of their father's corpse. Now, if you're really full on turkey, you might want to mute me for a second. I'm giving you a fair warning. I'm trying, and if you need just a second. If you need just a second, here, I'll give you 8 seconds. Just go ahead and mute me if you're really full on turkey and dressing.
You say I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss one day.
Okay, and I barely had enough time to drink of Mountain Dew, but anyway. See, this story gets worse. So they were going to move to another town. They had to dispose of their father's corpse. And see, that's a great lead-in. I could have said body, but you know it's going to be a horrible story when you say the word corpse. So parts of the body, and reports say they actually left part of them in a garbage bin, broke off. I'm picturing these, they broke apart their dead father of 3 years, and they threw him like piece by piece into a garbage bin. They spend 3 years. Oh, I love you, Dad. Hey, I got an A on my report card. I'm pretty sure you're excited. I don't know. You got the same look you had on your face yesterday. But I'm sure you're oh, wait, I think, no, you didn't move. I thought maybe you moved for a second. But no, I got an A. I got an A. You know, there had to be that one kid that would be like, yeah, Dad. Hey, I've been sitting around the house. I broke into the liquor cabinet. I've been watching porn on the computer. What are you going to do about it? There had to be the one kid that did that. But they've been talking to him and feeding him. And then when it's time to move, let's break apart your dad. Let's throw him in the garbage bin. Okay, let's go. Because we've got to move it to a house that doesn't have that stench. This is a disgusting story. Police investigators said, although the mother obviously wasn't all there. Really? Really? She wasn't there? I thought she was playing with a full deck. I didn't think she had any loose screws. No. I thought she had it together. I would have liked to have been the rebound guy there, I think, with her. Anyway, supposedly the kids are still mentally healthy. I'm thinking, though, it could be one of those things, but yeah, the kids are fine. They're okay. They're fine. Yeah, the mother's a little unstable, but the kids are okay. Look, they're so cute. They're so cute. Yeah, I know, one just bit the head off of a bat, but that's fine. They should probably I would think check up on these kids. Maybe in a few years. Just to make sure they're still okay. And that's just a suggestion. You don't have to do it. I'm just throwing that out there. All good things must come to an end. So must the Chris Top program. And I want to say this. I do not, nor will I ever take any of you for granted, because there are a million other things you could be doing, but you choose to listen to me, and that makes me feel pretty damn good. Thank you so much for sticking around and for putting up with me. My broadcast, it's been a while since I've done a broadcast, and I want to do them more. I've been so busy. I really have been busy. There's not a day that goes by where I don't think about just coming home, putting on my headphones, popping out the microphone, and just having a great time. And I can't. I physically cannot do it. But I would love to. And I miss the broadcasting. I miss you guys. I miss hanging out with you guys. I'm not just talking about the ones that are in the chat. I'm talking about the ones that come back and listen to the show when I'm done. Because I know you do. I know that you take time to listen to me, and it does something. It makes me feel so good. I can't even describe it. And I miss this feeling. I miss this high that I used to get from broadcasting more often than I do now. But I don't. I really, honest to God, I don't take any of you for granted. And I know I say it every show, and I have to, because I want you to know. I want you to understand that I don't. And when I say there are a million other things that you could be doing, but you choose to listen to me and it makes me feel good, I mean it. I really mean it. Until I broadcast again, please remember, life is good, and I'm gone.
Is it over yet?
Completely over. You have been exposed to the Chris Top program.
Yeah, okay, are we done? I really gotta get a life. And those of you that listen to my show know that I always come back after the outro. Even if it's just for a minute. I come back just because it's hard for me to let go. It really is. And because you guys expect it now. There was one day I did this, and I ended my show, and all I could think about was going to use the bathroom. I'm not going to tell you if it was number one or number two. I'm not going to tell you that. But all I could think about was getting to the bathroom. But I stayed. I did like another 5 minutes. So that's how dedicated I am. And I won't tell you whether or not I made it to the bathroom or not. Kim says, sometimes she talks in a deep voice and pretends that she's me. That's not exactly what she said. I'm trying to look back at some of the things you guys said, because that was a gross story that we talked about. And I don't keep the body parts of Lady Gaga. I don't do that. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. But why do they pick on the homeschool kids? I don't understand. Like I said, if it was a public school kid, then they would not have mentioned that it was a public school kid. But whenever it's they throw it in there. I don't know why they have to do that. I don't know. It's giving them a bad rap, is what it is. There was one more thing I was going to talk about. What was it? I don't even know. See, I talked about both of my feel-good stories, and I should have saved one. Because I kind of like to end it with a feel-good story. Now okay, we were talking about going to the bathroom. Did you hear the story about Dylan Warden? It's the 3-year-old from Oklahoma. $2,500 fine after he unzipped and pee-paired. I was going to say prepared, but he pee-paired to whiz in the family's front yard. Now, how many of you guys out there, raise your hand, have ever peed in your yard? I've peed in every yard I've ever lived at. I've peed in the front yard, but it was dark. But then again, I wasn't 3 years old. That's just something guys do. Anyway, 3-year-old kid, he earned his mother a $2,500 fine after he peed in their front yard. It wasn't even somebody else's front yard. Ken, the officer who wrote that ridiculous ticket, has been fired. Thank you so much for having some frickin' common sense. You know, I don't know if they had to fire the cop. I mean, they could have just said, hey, that was stupid, took away the ticket. I don't know if they had to fire. There's probably other things he did. But he was an 18-year police veteran, widely criticized for his 4-figure overreaction to the situation. I'm sure he was. I'm sure he got big-time hated on. Yeah, I'm sure he did. But anyway, the fine for the mother has been dropped, and the ticket was amended to contributing to the delinquency of a minor. You know, that's ridiculous, too. 3-year-old kid, you gotta go pee, go pee. It's so cute. Look at him pee in the front yard. Woo, woo, woo. You're under arrest. SWAT teams coming in, helicopters. These guys are coming down with machine guns. Everybody drop to the floor. You know, this poor little kid's probably going to piss his pants for the rest of his life. He's going to be afraid to go to the bathroom. He's going to be afraid every time he unzips his britches. He's going to be afraid every time he unzips his britches, the SWAT team's going to show up and he's going to hear police sirens.
I sense a disturbance in the force. The dork side is strong in this one.
Did you hear that? This is madness. We're doomed.
Yoda, I don't think I can go back to Spreaker.
Always with you, it cannot be done.
Well, no, I think I could do it. I just don't know if I'm ready.
Hear you nothing that I say.
Wait, what? Can you just not talk Yoda for a minute?
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Okay, dude, you totally don't make any sense. If I unlearn what I've learned, there's no way I can do it. Okay, never mind, I'll try.
No.
You don't want me to try?
Try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
You are such a motivational speaker. You really are.
I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
You can either talk in the crystal program.
I was just going to end the show on that, but you guys are cracking me up in the chat. Kim says I should do an end of the world show. If I have time, that actually sounds like a lot of fun. If I have free time on the 21st, we'll do an end of the world apocalypse kind of show. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. So that's a good idea. So I can't promise anything at this point, but I'll sure think about it, and it could actually be a lot of fun. And thank you for the nice things you guys said. Kim says the show helps her get through the day, and other people. I mean, you guys were all saying nice stuff, and I appreciate you, and I had to at least come back and acknowledge that. So thank you so much. I love each and every one of you guys. I really, really do. I do have to go now. Got another busy day tomorrow. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And it was so good to see you. It really was. And that goes for everybody in the chat. And that goes out to everybody that will listen to the show later on. Until I broadcast again, life is good. This is my good buddy Big N singing the Wabba Rap. Life is good. And I'm gone.
Yeah, Big N in the building, representing the Dorks. Dorks of the world unite, y'all. Yeah. Hey there, everybody, I got something to say. This guy right over there is Wabba every single day. Okay, what is Wabba?
It gets so creepy, cold thing.
No, dude, it's just a little dork singing. Well, W is working, O is on it, B is being, and A is for awesome, and that's the dork saying. I'm already awesome, but that's okay, cause Mr. Chris Top is too, but he just doesn't know it. And so are all of you from here on to the far. And just so you know, life is good and I'm gone.